Other interesting political news, you have illegal arrests at a record all-time low thanks to a secure border. Amazing what a change in leadership can bring. This is brought to us thanks to End Wokeness again, who's on a roll today. And he says, quote, breaking, ICE just hit a new record of 2,200 migrant arrests in a single day without deportation, rate of 3.4 million in a 4-year term. And that got 1.6 million views and 41,000 likes. Now, American Pop Bear says, quote, who else wants to see 10,000 a day? Game 430 likes. That's when skyrocketing like a tech stock. Not financial advice. Yeah, it's, again, you've had the mass migration in the United States when Biden was in office. I mean, some people, there's some analysts just looking historically saying it's one of the largest migrations in history. Again, it's like estimated 13 to 20 million. Yeah, I would argue that's not enough. Now, you also have Gunther Eagleman saying, quote, boom, more please, getting 126 likes. The Gas Stove, our favorite contrarian account, says, quote, Biden would have deported around 50K per day, and I'm not kidding. Getting 32 likes. Interestingly enough, not enough engagements compared to the Gas Stove's regular bombastic, contrarian comments. Siri, not the Apple thing, but the person on the X saying, quote, he brought in those numbers in per day, not deported them, getting 3 likes. Ed Krasenstein, it's a press release parody account, says, quote, this is disgusting. I'm actually sick to my stomach, getting 234 likes. Ag Wokeness did respond saying, quote, I agree, we got to pump those numbers up. Which, again, this is the best ratio all year, maybe. Again, Ed Krasenstein parody account got 234 likes. Ag Wokeness got 6.7 thousand likes, which is, again, ratioed to say the least. Paul Zupas says, quote, that's definitely what I voted for, getting 28 likes. Legal Thinker, interesting name, says, quote, estimate taxpayers' money spent on arresting 3K illegals in a day and keeping them until the whole deportation process is completed. Which, another good idea. Let's expedite, I don't know how you pronounce things sometimes. Why don't you just accelerate that process of the deportation? Again, they broke in illegally. Now, Grok says that it estimates the cost of roughly, based on $10,500 per person, which, yeah, that should not be a fraction of that. That did get 86 likes, though. Billy Bob 1972 says, quote, go after the companies that employ them, remove all welfare and free healthcare, make illegals want to go home, getting 595 likes, which, yeah, there's a big reason people come here because they get free shit at the cost of us, the people who actually work hard, work 40, 50, 60, 70 plus hours a week, and a lot of our tax dollars, if not majority of them, because again, they steal not just income tax, but sales tax, capital gains tax, property tax, internet tax, telecom tax, gasoline tax. Yeah, I would argue that most of our income is actually stolen from us. And yeah, they usually just give it to the countries who hate us, or some people have break in here. Ty Manthun says, quote, so they can bring in 15 million and we can only deport 3.2 million. The country's over then. We might be competitive in 1 or 2 more elections. Next time Democrats will create 30 million and finish us off. Getting 299 likes, and yeah, I kind of agree with that. Because again, with open borders and Democrats getting in office, it's one of those issues where if you can't deport, I would argue damn near every one of them, they're just going to open the borders even more next time. And again, a lot of people say, well, they don't vote in all the elections immediately. It'll be their kids that vote and the anchor babies. But it's an instance where they're cheating by the census, which the census should not count illegals, but it does. So you have countries like California and New York and other leftist states that will gladly accept illegals because it boosts their numbers so they get more representation in the House of Representatives, which, yeah, that's cheating. That's why they do it. Scrolling down more and more, you have Matthew McConaughey from Wolf of Wall Street, posted by Miami Boy, saying, quote, it's progress, but we need to be closer to 10K a day. And it's the quote from the movie saying, you get those are, all right, let me get a Matthew McConaughey voice. Gotta get that accent like a douchebag from Austin. You gotta pump up those numbers, man. Those are rookie numbers. Getting 43 likes. Not me, but you can like the video or down like it and let me know why. What can I do to improve? Florida 1 says, quote, you did the math. That's not enough. 5 times more is required. Getting 36 likes. Which again, and those are mostly the top comments. Again, we definitely need to actually increase it exponentially. But let me know in the comments, how many people realistically do you think Trump could actually successfully deport? And is there anything he can do to actually secure the border long term, not just when Republicans are in office? Because again, with U.S. politics, you have the pendulum swinging back and forth. You're going to have Republicans in the White House in power. You're going to have Democrats in the White House and in power. House and the Senate will flip left and right. What can realistically be done long term to secure the border? if anything. Let me know your thoughts in the comments because, as always, I appreciate what you have to say, and I apologize if it takes a couple days to get back to it with my schedule, but I try to respond to every comment in time. So if you can go ahead and also comment and like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.